this is going to be my first time doing a voiceover video. I forgot to turn my microphone on my new camera last time, so this will be my first time doing this, so cut me a little slack. Anyway, what we're looking at here is I'm going to be flush trimming my top baffle pieces with the sides of the box. What I did was I cut the tops of the baffles out a little bit bigger than the actual size of the box, so when you come back with a flush trim bit, it makes it like perfectly flush with the size of the box. So set the camera down over here and grab the router and get to work. This is my first time using a router myself, so I may be doing something wrong, but we're supposed to learn as I go type deal. And I did find out that it works better when you push the router instead of pulling it like I am here. So like when you pull it like this, it makes it want to like kind of take off like and run away. But when you push against it, it makes it I don't know, it creates a little resistance and it makes it work better. I found it worked better for me when I pushed it. But anyway, just going around the whole box with it just to show you that I did it myself. I probably wouldn't record all of this, but you know, there's people out there that don't think that I know how to do anything or anything like that. But this is my first box, so documenting a little bit is pretty cool. So now you can see what it did. See how it's very flushed up. The side of the box and the top baffle piece is perfectly flush. It's the exact same dimensions. That's a little gap right there where I didn't cut it exactly straight, but anyway, see how it's just perfectly flush. Almost looks like a professional did it. Not too bad for a first timer, I guess. Alright, so now we have the second piece put on there, the second baffle, and you can see how it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to flush trim it to the to the first baffle piece that we put on there. I put my safety glasses on because it's safety first. I think this is where I found out that, see, this is where I was asking, here we go. See, I was asking, I didn't know if it's better to pull it or to push it. Pull it, push it. But anyway, so I did find out that pushing it does work better for me anyway, so this is the time that I tried pushing it and it worked a lot better for me. See it shucking out all that sawdust. Pretty cool right here how it makes it rain with sawdust. I thought it was pretty cool. It always looks like one of those snow globes at Christmas time where you flip them upside down and it just pours out snow everywhere. Pretty cool. Anyway, I know I'm flush trimming a box where you gotta take a selfie first. If you follow me on Facebook, you probably saw that picture. Anyway, a little close-up picture here. I'm one-handing the router so I can show you how it works. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but oh well. See how the bearing on the bottom of the router, the flush trim bit is riding against the, I have it set to ride the first baffle piece, and it's just riding flush with it, so it's making the top piece the exact same. I couldn't go without posting this video of what the sub looked like on the box. Pretty sweet. Alright, so here we are cutting the port tubes down to length so they'll fit in the box correctly. We're looking at 22.5 per one. This is me saying thanks to the person on setting the blade depth. I did cut something else and it worked a lot better. It wasn't binding up, so I cut the blade depth down where it just barely came through. I was appreciating the person for helping me with that. Here's the ports after I put them together. This is just a rough draft of me putting them together, just seeing what they look like pretty much. And that's what they look like. So we'll see how Alright, here we go, next frame. This is what they look like inside the box. You can see from the top and then going down to the bottom. Pretty cool arrow port design. This is a Car Audio Fabs mock-up they did for me, and all the measurements and everything on how they came up with it and what the tuning was. So if we scroll up, go the other way, Johnny, go the other way. There you go. Alright, so he keeps scrolling. Well, anyway. So my boy Jeff Mooselets, or JVL140DB, told me the best way to clean out a box if you don't have a vacuum cleaner is to use a leaf blower. So this is what I'm doing right here. Pretty funny, but it works very well because you don't want to have all that sawdust in there when you're turning your system over the first time. It'll mess your eyes up bad. My neighbor was laughing at me because I was blowing a box out. It's pretty funny. Alright, this is me just spray painting the elbows because they were white. So just put a little spray paint on there to get them black instead of them being white. Not that they'll ever be seen inside the box, but this is more of a personal preference thing. So just put a little bit of paint on there. So that's just a 99-cent can from Lowe's. It's something real cheap because, like I said, it'll never be seen besides in these videos. This is sort of like the fiberglass thing that I did. It wouldn't have mattered, but I just wanted to do it for me. Anyway, that's what it looks like. This is the after product right here. Came out pretty decent for a little rookie, I guess. You see that microphone sticking out on the new camera. From now on, hopefully I'll remember to turn it on. Alright, so now we're putting glue on the first baffle piece. Gluing it up real good. I'm going to take a second. Take care of it and show you what the glue job looks like. Pretty good fluid on there. So now we're putting the second baffle piece on, so we can make them together. But what I had actually forgotten to do was put glue up under the two pieces before I glued it, or before I put it down. So this is me taking the two baffle pieces off to now put glue. What a blowjob I just did. Pretty talented right there. But anyway, we're putting glue on the top edge of the box, so when we put the baffle pieces on there, it'll be nice and airtight. So throwing it on there now, and get the excess glue coming out. Almost know we got plenty of glue. Screwing it down in the corners, make sure it's all lined up again. So now what I did is I got a piece of the board, and now I'm clamping it down so it'll get a good secure bond with the top and bottom baffle. I'm just tightening it up really good, and I'm planning on putting a finish on it. That's why I put a piece of wood under there so it wouldn't put any marks on there. Put another little clamp right here, making sure it got a good bite right there to hold it down, hold it together. So it did. Checking on that one, making sure it's good and tight. Alright, now we're just coming back and wiping off all the excess glue. I don't want that drying all over the place, making a mess. I want it to look as good as it could, as good as I could make it look for my first box anyway. I'm pretty pumped with the way it came out. I don't know what happened just right there. Anyway, so I'm coming. I wanted to sand over the edge because it's a real sharp edge. I wanted to knock the edge down and make it rounded. So I just came up with a sander and sanded the edges down to make it nice and smooth. Now I'm going in and hitting the corners because it's hard to hit the corners. Like, you can't get a good feel for it through the sander. So I'm just doing those by hand, making them pretty rounded. See what it looks like. They just put a nice little round edge on there to make it look better to me anyway. Nice and smooth, the edge all the way down. Nice little feather on it. And then here we are screwing the port layers down, so we can come in and actually put the bottom pieces on there, like gluing them together. So we're putting these on there so we can come in and glue the rest of them on there. And here I am putting some glue on the parts. Almost feels like something hanging off my finger, but it's not. Anyway, so we're gluing the port flares together, and that's gonna pretty much be it for this. So after we put those together, put them together and then like glue them together inside the box. And that's pretty much it. So I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully I didn't do too bad on this voiceover. Holla.